So I have been using a Google Pixel 4 XL for the past 1 week. Let's talk about it. So before this one, I was using an S10, and that one got cracked, and I told my brother about it, and he said we should sell it, like he always does. And this was a good thing. At first, I didn't really get convinced that I needed to switch to this phone specifically. I always said if I'm to move from a Samsung, I would get to an S20 or higher, right? Even though I don't have the money, but that's what I always said. But it was different because this one is not a Samsung, this one is a Pixel. So it had a lot of mixed thoughts in my head. I always considered the Samsung as the way to go if I'm to choose a smartphone when it comes to Android. When you limit your box, you don't know what the other side of the outside box has. And so this is me tapping outside the box of what I used to have. And it's been great so far. It's been great. Let me give you some intel on what I have found on the Google Pixel 4 XL. So the Google Pixel 4 came out the same year as the Samsung S10. So very much comparable because it's like the same bucket tier of devices from the very same year. And the different side is the Google is now running on Android 13. That's a very plus sign. I am in love with staying to the newest software because there are always those new features that I want to try. And since right now Android 13 is out and the S10 is still on Android 12, not upgrading, yeah, that's one feature that made me switch from that one to this one. Specifically because that one broke and it had some thingy with the touch. So the first thing that I've noticed about the Google Pixels, it's the system, the Android system is the phone. It doesn't really feel like a specific application is slapped onto that one. When you're associating yourself with the system application, it's like one. It's like you and your leg and your hair, right? You're the same thing. So whatever this happens, it's like it's being done onto your part of your body. When you're uninstalling applications, it doesn't uninstall and then goes to your what? It goes to your system and then slides down. That's one thing. And the notification bar, I've always seen it from other people's perspective, like in videos, but it's smooth. It's smooth, right? Like you tap on it. Let me show you. When you tap on it, it expands from, as I said, it's the whole system interacting systematically, not like separate apps being slapped onto the main system, like the way it feels with the other phones. Now the camera on the Pixel 4 XL in comparison to the Samsung ones, they are on par. But the Samsung has three cameras. The main camera, the telephoto, and the ultra-wide. This one has the main and the ultra-wide. On paper, they're the same kind of cameras. It has a 16, 12, 12. And now, when you look at them side by side without actually snapping the picture, they look on par. The ones on the S10 are okay. They work. But then on the Pixel side, you look at it and then you snap. The picture result that you get out of it is outstanding. So I was shooting a video for the first time for the Google Pixel that I was doing on my TikTok. And instead of making a video, I took this shot by accident. It's one of the best pictures that I took by accident that I still love till today. Matter of fact, let's change the YouTube channel picture to this one as of now until we get to the next good picture. But overall, it takes beautiful pictures. So most of the people call this the Pixel Magic, and it is the Pixel Magic. You know how I know? Because when you snap the picture, because this phone is an older generation, so the processing takes time. When you take the picture quickly and then go look into the picture, it gives you this processing thing, so you can see the unprocessed picture before it gets processed. It's mid. I would say the computational photography has gotten that good to this day that this phone from 2019 feels like it was just made in January, besides the slow processing speed. On the video side of the camera, it's good. But then I have seen this issue of flaring. You see, this one has like an all glass on all of the cameras, so I think maybe it's the reflection thing, but then you can see it flaring in this video. Now, the other thing that I wanted to talk about is actually the performance of this phone. An average person wouldn't be asking for what's an 8 Gen 2, what's an 8 Gen 1, what's all those goodiness, but they would rather know what the RAM is. So this phone has a 6 gigs of RAM. It's a 64 gigs variant. Yeah, that's that. But the RAM, let's talk about this RAM, because I've been finding very big issues with the RAM. It's supposed to utilize it very weirdly, right? So even if I open 3 to 4 applications, but as soon as I step out of that application and go into the other application, the other one crashes. Like if I'm trying to go back, it has to restart, and this annoys me every time. Even the smallest applications, even the smallest. I'm starting to wonder if this is really 6 gigs, because it might be 2. No, it can't be. I know, because the system takes a lot on that to make the phone as smooth as possible. So yeah, that's very good. That's okay, but I mean, it's 6 gigs. It's not like this is, oh, I forgot, this is a phone from 2019, so that's very much excusable. Now, I have talked about the display, but I haven't talked about the speakers. Now, this phone has its good speakers. You can actually hear it when you put it side by side. I can't show you, but if you put an S10 and this one side by side, you know that this phone has better speakers overall. They are louder, they are punchier. But because they are loud, that earpiece speaker is annoying when you were listening to music and somebody calls and it's in your ear, and then they cut the call, and then the music starts playing again. Like it's straight out blasts into your ear, and I find that very annoying because I listen to music a lot, especially when I'm in my room. So yeah, that's a thing to know. But it's overall a very good phone. I had this person had this phone, and then I was playing a video for them, and they were like, "Where are the speakers?" Because this phone sounds like it's the whole speaker, and I like that. They're much full. They're much okay. So yeah, that's a thumbs up for this one. And on the last note, let's talk about the battery and the charging of this phone. So on the normal days, I'm sure this is an all-day kind of a phone for regular uses. I have a problem with is the charging. This one charges a little bit slow than my S10. Can't really say anything else besides it's an okay phone, right? I haven't tested out the wireless charging. This is definitely a good phone. Right now, I'm giving it a rating of 9 out of 10 because of those small bugs and the slightly less charging. But this is a great phone. It just works, right? The smoothness, the good display, the pixel software goodiness, all of that good stuff. I can't stress how much I've been enjoying this phone. Not like I haven't enjoyed the other one more, but yeah, it's one hell of an experience. Anyways, that's been it. Catch you in the next one when I make an update on this video. But in the meantime, before I say the word that I have to say, let me give you the liberty of enjoying some footage and some pictures of the Google Pixel 4 XL so far. It's very, very, very good. Catch you in the next one. Peace.